swapping out this shitty Pioneer, redoing the wiring a little bit so I don't have to run splitters or anything. I'm gonna go ahead and explain all the differences once I get everything all hooked up. But the Kenwood I went with is this, the KMMX 705. Overall, a much better unit than that one. It's like double the price, so you pay for what you get, to be honest, with these guys. But yeah, let's get into it. So we got this all hooked up, but I'm unplugging it right now because we are putting a 6-channel amplifier in this, so the whole car has to be rewired, which I'm gonna document the whole process. So we're gonna break this into parts. But we had that, we had all that all wired up. For the 5-volt step down, if I was keeping the factory amplifier, this piece right here is a 5-volt step down, so it will stop. It was supposed to stop the amplifier from popping, but it didn't work because the amplifier is already blown. So we're just gonna take it all out and redo it. So I'm gonna be documenting that process. I'm taking everything apart right now. Also bought, because the first install audio wise that I was talking about how I didn't like these RCAs, so we got the super nice Stinger ones. These guys are like $200 for a set of RCAs, but it's worth it. Should give a much cleaner signal. That, and I like the way it looks a lot better. So today, I don't know if I'm gonna get into, I don't know what I'm gonna get into, but I'm at least gonna run the new RCA cables. Probably not gonna plug in the 4-channel yet, or the 4-channel RCAs yet, but at least run them up to here, so that way it makes it easier. Because before the 6-channel goes in, gotta put the second battery and get that all hooked up, and then now that we're running 2 amplifiers, gotta rethink the whole trunk setup and figure out, okay, what's going where. So this will probably be a few weeks process for me, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. And we also got this remote start here and alarm, because a lot of people's stuff's getting broken into, so might as well do an alarm. And then this brain is already a remote start anyway, so it makes everything a little bit more convenient. So I'll have a remote start. The remotes that we went with are these guys, the CompuStar T13. Super nice remotes, probably like the top of the line on the market. 3-mile range, has like proximity unlock. It comes with a drone, so I can unlock, lock, get information about my car directly onto my phone and directly onto the LCD screen. And it comes with 2 remotes. But once this is installed, I'll do like more of an in-depth breakdown of what all this does, because it does quite a bit actually. But yeah, let's get into it. So we got this door card off, that door card off, the rear deck lid off with the rear speakers out. I'm about to, like as I was saying, I'm about to clean all the cigarette gunk from the previous owner, and sound deaden this, but keep this here. And I'm likely gonna cut this bitch off and kind of modify this sound deadening as well, so that way it allows the bass to come through here more accurately. But yeah, that's the progress so far. All right, so I just plugged everything back in, tested it, make sure everything's still working properly. I'm gonna say this, with the back seat gone, the car is way louder. Like the subs hit way harder. Now I'm in kind of a crosshairs, because the only thing I can do now is, this is the amp bypass harness. There's no point in me bypassing the amp until I put the new amplifier in, because there's no reason to run all these wires to the head unit just to then cut them and then run them to the amp. So only thing I can do now, until the front speakers get here and until I put this on, so that way we can put the second battery on, is the remote start, which I've never done a remote start before, so this is going to be interesting, but it'll be a learning experience for us all. All right, so we got all that run to the back, everything back tucked up. Now we're taking apart the dash, because according to Direct Tech, everything should be the ignition right under here and right there in the kick panel. So once I get everything off, I'll try to let you all know what wires we're looking at, and then we'll go from there. All right, we got underneath all taken apart. The bolts for this are just hidden right in there behind the trim piece. So it looks like a vast majority of these are going to be at the ignition switch right here. And then driver shock tower. So kick panel, passenger kick. Panel. Well, I'm gonna start figuring this out. Start finding all the wires, and then we'll see. So I got that cleaned up and got the rest of the car taken apart. Removed the 2-channel RCA port that I had ran the other day, because the VXI can handle all that. So now I gotta rerun the 4-channel from the right side of the car to the left side of the car. Also, if you aren't familiar with it, always refer to the position of the car from the driver's seat, and run it down this side, because the 6-channel is going to be on the left side of the car. So I'm going to rerun that, and then we're going to get into it. All right, update. We took the old RCAs out, ran the new RCAs all the way back, loomed all it, took the back seats out, which if you don't want to take the back seats out on this, you lift it up, get it out of these locks, and then you pop out. There's 2 little clips that hold the seat belts in place, and then you take off the bottom of the seat belt to get the back seat up, and you lift it off. So yeah, we got that. Run to the back. So got the 4-channel RCA is here. Got the 2-channel RCA is already plugged into the amp. And then, oh gosh. Now we go from here. Don't mind the dead body in my front seat. All right, so progress. I got this loomed all the way up. Gonna run it through this kick panel right here, through the back. Also added 2 more wires to go back to the amplifier, because given the fact that these are pretty nice RCAs, they have silver in them, which have a tendency to pick up feedback So this will be a reference wire, so we can run it in reference. So this will go straight back to the 6th channel. I'll loom it with the RCA so it can run into the same place, be all clean, be protected. Yeah, always run loom, but yeah. So we got that. We got our sound deadening this rear package tray, just so, you know, get a little bit better sound out of it, have it rattle less. And then back here we got the isolator all, oh, hold on, let me figure out. Yeah, we got an isolator all installed, all tucked in back there, so that way we can run the second battery. If I haven't explained already as to why this is here, I will edit that in, but I'm pretty sure I have, so we'll go from there. But yep, I'll update y'all once the rest is all loomed up and we get on to the next part of the project. Also, probably gonna cut that part out, that this right here. So, and I'm probably gonna cut out the back part of my back seat just so that way the base can travel into the cabin a lot smoother, and then build a custom grill into the back seat so that way it looks all clean and everything. That shouldn't be that structural, but we'll figure it out. Also, it's starting to rain and I'm working outside, so we're having a great time. This is where we're at now. Got it all loomed, got it ran to the back. Haven't tucked it up inside the car. Also just removed the factory 10 disc changer from here. Probably gonna reinstall this back in just for now because it kind of works as sound deadening, so that way the sound waves don't just like directly hit there, because that's just like kind of a big piece of metal to just be chill in there at the moment. So I'll probably put this back in, but yeah, chugging along on it. After I do this and then run the wires to run the tweeters active, I'll probably either do the sound deadening here or take that off and get that ready to plug into the amplifier. But yep, slowly but surely. So it's official, I officially have all the factory shit out of the car. Now we got the aftermarket. What's going in there? Yeah, I'm excited, bro. We got Focal all the way around with JL subwoofer. Only thing I don't have is a JL monoblock amp. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this sounds. It's gonna be how to build it. Yeah, I already explained what's going on, but I'm excited. All right, I got both the tweeters ran to the back. Now we're working on sound deadening. We're heating it with a torch, hoping I don't catch nothing on fire. Yeah, we should get. All right, it's the next day. Drilling out the tweeter pods. I kind of messed this one up. It's slightly off, but it's cool. I'm gonna end up mounting like this, because realistically that's the only place that will work. I don't know what's on the dash or something. I don't really want to touch it. Dash, but it's like that. Will likely be the spot. So we'll have that, and it'll be kind of ghetto until I re-wrap these pillars again. It'll probably look pretty nice once I wrap the pillars, but yeah, that's what we're working on. Alright, now that it's actually screwed on, it looks a lot better. Like, I do not like how it's got that little gap right there, but it's like not super noticeable. And again, once it's wrapped, you're not even gonna see that, but yeah, that looks a lot, I think I like that a lot more than I thought I would. That and the imaging that this is gonna provide compared to having them both down here is gonna go stupid, because having the components right here, you have the mid and the high just both competing down here, but now we're gonna have the mid driver and the high, the tweeter. Okay, so this is how it turned out. It actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would have, to be honest. I think it looks a lot better. I'm gonna take these wires out there just for reference, just to see if I can get wires in there. But we're gonna do like I'm gonna do quick disconnects down here, so that way whenever I need to take it off, like if I need to take it off for whatever reason, I can just, and I don't have to worry about cutting nothing or, you know, anything crazy. But yeah, it looks a lot better than I thought it would. I don't like the gap, but once I rewrap them, they'll be a lot better. And then the imaging that this is going to provide is going to go way better, because we have just the mid driver isolated down here, and I'm going to sound deaden this door too. And then the high is just coming straight at your face. And then with the DSP being able to do the digital time alignment, yeah, no, this is gonna sound good. I'm starting to get excited. Like, it sucks having my car like this, especially because it's like my only car, so I've been like driving around with no stereo halfway taken apart. But I'm excited to see it done. All right, so what we're about to do here, make by-9 plates and 7 plates, so that way we can basically turn this from a component setup to a coaxial setup. Keep the 4-inch straight in the middle, because we already have the tweeted on the top, and then in the rear it's the same type of speaker, but it's a 7, so we need a 7-inch mounting bracket for it, and then convert that to 6.5. So that's what we're doing right now. Got the router, and we're gonna get into it. Got the router. I already got 2 of the templates made up. So this is for the 4-inch up front. I just gotta drill holes through here to basically, yeah, so drill holes through here to mount to the door, and then we go. See how it jumped? Go the other way. There you go. Start turning your material so your fingers aren't so close. There you go. Make sure you're keeping good hand pressure down on it. More turns. Imagine how he feels. Okay, update. It's 3 in the morning. I don't really remember where I left off. But I got that tweeter pod in, took that tweeter pod off because it was uneven. I got both the doors, front doors sounded. Hold on. Which I don't know if you can see. But yeah. Both the front doors are sound deadened. Got this bracket on. I didn't have any foam, so you can kind of see it sticking out from back here. But there's sound deadening on the back of this ring, so that way it doesn't vibrate at all. Fuck, I'm gonna have to take the speaker off again, because I just realized I forgot to put the foam ring on the speaker, and I forgot to put the whole ring on the speaker. But I'm tired. Like I said, it's 3 in the morning. So is that done? As far as progress in the trunk, as far as everything in the trunk, the second battery is in and mounted. All of the different runs are in for the LEDs, and everything's fused. The circuit breaker is in there. Everything is run to run the monoblock. In the 4-channel, the amp bypass is there. So tomorrow, gotta build the bracketry for the amps on both sides. Gotta put the rear speakers in, put the front speaker in, remount the tweeter, kind of just wrap up the rest of the wiring in the trunk, and then it will be ready to tune. And then after, you know, testing and tuning and everything, can go ahead and go through it and make everything all pretty again. But yeah, I mean, at this point it's looking like this will be a few more days, so I might cut the video off here because I feel like we got good progress and I want to, you know, be able to put out multiple videos. So might cut the video off here and continue it later, because there's other work getting done to the car beyond the stereo on Monday as well. So it's gonna be a busy couple weeks with the car. But appreciate y'all for watching. Have a good rest of your day.